And we are live with Good Charge, man. DL Saint. Welcome. I really want to know podcast, man. How y'all feeling out there? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Tuesday. I may seem a little distracted. My not so little one, my teenager, wanted to go to the store. You know how they go. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. We'll see you. So I got one ear listening for the door, and I'm doing this. But hey, man, our kids, they grow up. We gotta let them start doing things. And it's funny though. Like, when I was growing up, I mean, man, I was in elementary school, had a key around my neck. I was a latchkey kid. I was completely independent, doing my own thing. My mom worked overnight. So I saw her in the morning. When I went to school, she was asleep. And when I got home, she was going to work. And that cycle just went on. I did everything. Like my mom would leave food for me, and we just all kinds of like she called one night. I mean, it wasn't just me. It was just a whole generation of kids, and the way we played and the way we explored and all that kind of stuff. And now here I am. It's 2024. It's the end of 2024, and I have a teenager. I got a child who can drive real soon, like legally drive. And I'm worried about her walking to the corner store, and we live in one of the best neighborhoods in the area. So it's just weird how that works. I just want to throw that out there. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about deep fakes. Deep fakes, guys. Um, it's getting crazy out here, and deep fakes are devastating people. It is putting people off on relationships, is making people fearful of what's going on out here because no one goes outside anymore. Everything's done on the computer, on their phone. Let's get into it. And we are live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the I Really Want to Know podcast, y'all. Get some indeed, man. Brother Pitney in the building. What's good, fam? Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for being there for a brother, man. We out here making it happen. Brother Michael Lee in the building. Was happening? What's happening? Mr. Recreational Use himself, man. That's brother Michael referring to himself. I mean, I did a little bit of that, but it was mutual. A lot of people talk about, what it was like when it was coming up and what I was doing. Like, oh man, you was getting on, you was, smashing all these chicks, man, you using them. Like, nah, bro, I was getting used. I'm the victim here. I'm the one that was getting used. I'm the one. I thought she was the one. I thought we were gonna go the distance. We went the distance. We went the distance. And like Brother Penny says, oh yes, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you haven't done that, we appreciate that. Just like Sister Suzette Speaks says, man, those subscribers count goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And she told me a long time ago, she said, man, don't worry about that. Don't even look at that. Don't get, when you have spikes when it starts going up like crazy, and then it'll be a downturn. She's like, don't even look at it. Just keep doing what you're doing. And she is right. Cause I tell you what, there'll be some spikes, and I'm like, yeah, man, we finally catching on. And all of a sudden it just goes away, and then people start disappearing. So shout out to Suzette Speaks, Don Marco, to her. Dom DeMarco spoke to Suzette. Well, we were back and forth, just kind of texting. I hit her up because I thought about it yesterday. I mentioned it on the show, and then I hit her up. And sister's busy. She's busy, but she's still there. So I like watching people do their thing. And it's the holiday season, so people really get bogged down this time of year. But this deep fake thing, phishing has always been out there long before computers were, doing what they do. But this deep fake thing, man, it is really something to think about. Just, what we're about to talk about. When I brought my daughter home from school today, I showed her the video we're about to react to. And we talked about deepfakes. I asked her, do you know what a deepfake is? And she wasn't really she didn't understand the term. But then once I explained it to her, she knew right away. She's like, oh, you mean like phishing? Like, yeah. So we were talking about that, and like, okay, if this were to happen, because I asked her, I said, okay, once she figured out what it was, I said, well, how can someone use this kind of technology? And she was like, to scam. I'm like, right, to scam and to, to get stuff from you, money, whatever. So how do you protect against this? And we sat down, she gave some ideas, we talked about it. So guys, if you don't do nothing with this information, talk to your loved ones and figure out a plan. It could be something as simple as, all right, we got our own code words, or we're going to ask these questions, that you're the only person know the answer to these things. So if I get hit with a deep fake, and if I can't figure it out, if I'm a little shaky on it, I could go with this code word. It doesn't have to be something as overt as pipsquack. Like, what's the code word? Pipsquack. No, it's just whatever y'all work out, but talk to those people you care about. And just be aware of what's going on. Be aware, guys, because this stuff can mess you up. And especially in a time where so many people are lonely. I mean, that's, we're going to get into that, but man, these deep fakes, when you talk about setting up a play and running somebody's pockets, man, you can do something like this long term, bro. Like this, it could be long term, and it can really mess up, someone's ability to trust. So, what am I talking about here, man? Let's get into it. This is one of the news affiliates. I'm not sure where they are, but this story is scary. How a woman discovered deepfakes of herself. This is NBC4 out of Washington. And Brother Penny's like, I'm sure they're going to be AI powered tools that can detect deep fakes. Yeah, I'm sure they talk about it, I believe, in this episode. We got this, and then we got another one, I think, from CNBC that talks about AI and the dangers of deep fakes. But again, there's so many people out here lonely. So many folks are, at least accustomed to or have dealt with dating apps at some point. So, maybe they're turned off, but they understand how it works. Everyone's, on social media, so many people on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you name the platform, they're out there. So you're looking at this, right? You're looking at these things and you're trying to figure out, how to at least educate yourself so you can be aware. And the best thing to really do is, if it just doesn't make any sense, understand that it's a fake. I mean, if Rihanna slides into your DMs, bro, like, I don't care who you are. If, some A-list celebrity, some B-list celebrity or someone like that slides into your DMs, you got to be like suspect, bro. Like, why would they be reaching out to you? Right? Especially if you're an average person, maybe below average. Like if you fit into that 70%, or 75% of Americans who are overweight, obese, or whatever, just average or below average, average at best, Kevin Samuels used to put it. If you fit into that category, why would this A-lister, multimillionaire, beautiful person be reaching out to you? Right? That's the first thing. But let's get into this and check this out, guys.
Heard about celebrity deep fakes? So how easily do you think someone could replicate you?
Well, it happened to a former American University student. She says someone used videos from her Instagram to make deep fakes of her and then tried to catfish an unsuspecting man.
Amy Cho has the story you'll see only on News 4.
Hello, Johnny. I'm doing this video to prove that I'm the one chatting with you.
When Amanda Aguilar saw this video, she was stunned. It looked just like her, but it wasn't her.
And I love the video you sent. You look amazing.
It was a deep fake, the work of a scammer, someone who had taken a real video Amanda had posted on Instagram.
Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh.
And then used artificial intelligence to create a fake video in hopes of catfishing someone.
For someone to go.
Bro, right off the rip, y'all see how real that is? I mean, wow. This is crazy. And for those of us who are, YouTubers or people who are on social media a lot, there's plenty of material out there, plenty of, be real out there on me that you can create a deep fake. It is what it is. Anyone out there who rocks with me, any of my day ones, any of the Joes out there, I will never send you a message asking you to send me $200 because someone stole my wallet and I'm stuck in Brazil. I will never do that. I will never hit you up. It's like, hey, why don't you, send me money to this, whatever. I'm not going to do that. right? If I have an event or something like that, I'm going to promote the event on the platform. I'm not going to hit you up, just one-on-one or whatever. Just so we look out for that. It's not me. If someone's hitting you up for money in DMs, it's not me. Where am I going to hit you up for money? I'm going to hit you up for money right here on this platform. You can Cash App, or as a matter of fact, let me hit y'all up right now. You can Cash App, or you can super chat, but I'm not going to do it just, shooting you a DM or something like that. I'm just not going to do it. Brother Mandrell's in the building. What's good, fam? Brother Mandrell, our brother Dino Dinosaur is Dino Dinosaur, bro. I was calling him Dino Dinosaur because that's what you were calling him. But it's like the Flintstones dinosaur dog, Dino. So that's what it is. Shout out to brother Pablo who pointed that out to me. But I threw you under the bus, brother. I was like, well, Mandrell was saying Dino Dinosaur, so I'm saying Dino Dinosaur. No one ever corrected me until brother Pablo. So good to see you, fam. Good to see you. And everything we talked about, bro, with the events we're talking about doing, that'll be next year for sure. Just waiting to get through the holiday season, man. Everyone on this end is like real excited. They like the idea. We got brother Joe Cool in the building. What's good, fam? What's good, fam? Good to see you, man. Like, these deep fakes ain't no joke. Brother Pablo's in the building. What's good, fam? So let's continue with the video, man. This stuff is good stuff, man. Let's check this out.
Go out of their way and make a deep fake of me is just like, what? I knew deep fakes were a thing. I just never thought I'd be a victim of one.
Amanda went to grad school in DC and interned here at News 4, then went on to work in TV news in California. Her friends informed her a few weeks ago someone had made a Facebook page posing as her, using her real Instagram pictures. The scammer then messaged a viewer named John Pulido. John says for several weeks, he thought he was talking to the real Amanda.
Just be careful. It just sounds too good to be true, to be talking to a celebrity that reaches out to you.
John says he got suspicious when the person asked how much money he made. That's when he asked for video proof and got the.
So y'all heard what he said, man. Like, dude got suspicious. Like, he's texting back and forth 7 weeks, believing that this is this woman, this young, beautiful, celebrity, up and coming celebrity in the news world. She reaches out to him. He's going back and forth. And, bro, I'm pretty sure that the guy was excited, right? Who wouldn't be? You got this beautiful woman hitting you up, sliding into your DMs, right? You're having this conversation, this normal conversation. And then he's like, now that she's asking for money, of course she's going to be asking for money. Brother Pablo, like, how do we know you're not a deep fake? You don't. Dun, dun, dun. I could be AI right now, man. I could be out at the store with my daughter right now. We got brother Smeebles in the building. What's good, fam? Good day to you, fam. Good day, good day, good day. You know what I mean? Always a pleasure to see you, man. But this deep fake stuff, man, being, catfished is crazy. Remember Matt Tateo, Notre Dame linebacker, went on and played in the NFL for a little while, right? Once he graduated, he was like the most famous catfishing story I've ever heard, right? And that was all done without AI, without deepfakes. That was just some weirdo guy that knew Matt Ty from home back, where he's from, and, was manipulating his voice to sound like this woman and had created this whole relationship. Matt Tateo's running around in the locker room talking about his girlfriend. Now, the guy who did this had a picture and knew a woman. So the picture he used was of a woman that he had access to that he really knew. This beautiful, Polynesian, I can't pronounce the word, Pacific Islander woman who was living on the West Coast, but was originally from their hometown or area or whatever. And this guy had struck up this relationship with this football player who's under a lot of pressure. Remember, the guy was up for the Heisman Trophy and everything else. And this was his girlfriend. And, the guy, didn't even have deep fake to pull it off. Now with deep fake, I mean, come on, this dude, getting back to this story, this dude is getting hit up with this person slides into the DM, and you got AI, the actual person talking and using your name and interacting with you. Bro, that is insane. And old boy knew, like, come on, man, this can't be real. This is an older dude, like I said, a regular average guy. Like, there's no way that this woman is trying to holler at me, interested in me, and then boom, here it comes. How much do you make? Trying to get into your world because the money, they're gonna want some money. That's coming. So he understood that, but yet and still he interacted with this person with this AI for like 7 weeks, bro. Like 7 weeks.
The deepfakes in response.
John Polito, I just finished washing the dishes.
And I was like, oh my God, this is her. It was pretty scary because on how good it was so convincing.
He also received this fake video.
Hello, John Polito. I just want to let you know that I am disappointed at you for not trusting me. I loved you. It was nice knowing you. Thank you.
This was the real video from Amanda's Instagram story.
That's why I booked that Uber, because for some reason it was $7 cheaper than a regular Uber.
I just think about someone can take my video and put it out in the public and, you know, say something that maybe I didn't say or do something that I didn't do. And that is scary.
Polito says he messaged a friend who knew the real Amanda. And that's when he learned the whole thing was a scam.
We're seeing a 1400% explosion in the amount of deepfake attacks.
Vijay Balasubramanian.
My bad. I muted myself because my daughter came home to make sure. I didn't want you guys hear me saying all that stuff to her. My bad. Appreciate you. And yeah, brother Pablo, appreciate you, man. Polynesian. Yeah, when we get this going, we start, you know, really, really rolling. Brother Pablo's gonna be on the team for sure. He's gonna be on the team to help me when I stumble over my words. Right. You know, and all the day ones, like I said, bro, we gonna be rocking no matter what. It is what it is. Yeah, I hit the mute button, man. I muted myself because I said something to my daughter again. She walked in the house. But we back now. He's like, can be a deep fake. I should be on. I'm unmuted now. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Cool. Could be a deep fake, bro. This is something that we really got to take serious, man, because what do we do when you're interacting with someone, right? For those of us who know game and know what we're doing, right? You meet someone, the first thing you want to do if you meet them on a dating app, you want to get them off that app. So where are you going to take them to? You're going to probably get them on Instagram, or you're going to get them on WhatsApp or something like that. And then what are you going to do? Right? The next thing to do is to set up a video call, not a voice call, but a video call, right? Because you want to make sure you're dealing with that person. But now that video call could be AI. And remember, AI gets better and better every month, every year. So the play now is going to be, you're going to have to meet that person in real life as soon as possible, just to make sure that you're dealing with the real flesh and blood person, and it's not deep fake, and it's not them taking someone else's information and whatnot. So the game, again, is constantly changing, and you got to stay on top of it, people, because, you know, people are like, well, how bad can you get, you know, food here, and to what extent? Look at, again, Matt Tateo, it messed up his career. I don't think he ever recovered from that. And it was, they weren't trying to get money from it. It was just some weirdo dude who, you know, had this fascination with Matt Tateo and did this thing and just ruined his life. I mean, yeah, he went into the league, he made millions of dollars and all that, but it really just, I was a big fan of Matt Tateo. You know, I'm a big Notre Dame fan. I love the way dude worked. I love his, you know, his hustle on the field. You know, he wasn't like naturally fast and naturally this and naturally that. He just worked hard at it and was good at what he did. And I don't think he really recovered from that, bro. Especially on the field, you know, everybody's messing with you. The whole world is messing with you. You look like a fool. Like, how can you fall for that like that, bro? And he's got to spend all his time explaining what went down. Like, even like when the whole story came out, like he did, I saw something, I don't know if it was on Netflix or somewhere else, maybe it was on some other platform, but, you know, he talked about it at length. And I sat there and listened to him. I'm like, well, you know, this is a young guy with a very strict schedule. He's playing football. You know, he's in Notre Dame. So this is all about academics there. You ain't going to get a pass. You got to do the work on the field and off the field. And here's this individual. Here's this voice, right? That's right there with you. And you guys have cultivated this little relationship. Now, from the very beginning, he was trying to catch up, like, hey, let's meet. I want to see you. And, there was a part there where he told the voice, send me a picture of you holding up. And it was like a sign or something, write these words and hold it up and send me a picture. And the guy who was doing this catfish actually knew the woman whose appearance he was using, the pictures he was using. So he just, hey, do me a favor. It's going to sound weird, but can you help me out? Can you just hold up a sign that says this and hold up two pictures and fingers and take a picture and send it to me? And she was like, okay, we're friends. This is weird, but okay. And she did it. And then he was able to send that to Matt Tateo. So, and that was enough for him. Like, oh, okay. But again, the video call should have been a thing. Meeting in person should have been a thing. Use your family and friends, use your network, have someone go talk to her. But again, this was new. He didn't know. It was the first time he had to deal with something like this. And I think it just wrecked him, right? It just wrecked him. Those catfish videos are crazy, bro. So it just wrecked him. And even nowadays with the way people use makeup, like, bro, you really don't know. Like, you see this beautiful woman. Those are the videos that I watch. When you see a woman doing her makeup and completely transforming her appearance right before your eyes, it's like crazy. So even when you do see them in live and in person, in the flesh, bro, if it starts raining real hard and you guys go swimming, it's like, you know what I mean? That face washes away. So, but this deep fake AI stuff, guys, this is definitely worth paying attention to. So let's check out this dude. This is a guy who has a company that fights the deep fakes, kind of like what Brother Pitney was saying.
Founded a digital security company called Pindrop. They developed a software that can instantly detect deepfakes by looking for mistakes in the file.
For example, when you say hello, Paul, your mouth is wide open when you say hello, and it shuts down when it says Paul. There's a certain speed with which you can do that because you're human. Machines don't care about these speeds.
He says, unfortunately, there's not really much people can do to prevent their public online content from being stolen.
The onus is on the platforms to start providing abilities to detect when something is generated by Amanda and when it is AI generated without her consent.
And as for Amanda,
I think I am going to be a little more picky about what I share.
Now, the AI expert I spoke with says if you ever need to verify someone is who they say they are, ask them to hop on a live video call, like a Zoom or a FaceTime. Don't just settle for a pre-taped video because those are way easier for scammers to fake, guys.
Wow. Okay. And I was under the impression that AI was actually doing the live calls as well. And if they're not doing it now, they will be doing it soon, where you can do kind of like a limited call and then kind of pose it like, okay, let me jump on now, but only got a couple minutes. Hey, good to see you. Hey, and then jump off. Like, I got to go by. That has to be around the corner if it's not already out there. But you see guys right away, like, hey, video call right now, video call. Turn the camera on. Just like we do on here. Like when someone wants to jump up on a live, they come up. Yeah, let me turn your camera on. Let me see you. All right, cool. Turn it off now. But that's what you gotta do, man. Like it's crazy. And just think about all the people who get catfished into doing, committing crimes or being a party to some sort of crime. You have the African scammers who are, stealing people credit cards, buying merchandise, and having it sent to someone's home in America. Right. And the people are like, well, why would you allow someone in Africa to send stolen merchandise, like stuff to your crib, stuff bought with a stolen credit card to your house? Well, they're in a relationship. They're like, oh, that's my girlfriend or that's my boyfriend. And, here's their picture. And we're emailing back and forth. And then we're texting back and forth. And she travels a lot or he travels a lot. And they're very wealthy, but they don't have any family. And they're in Istanbul. And they just ordered some stuff that they need, and they just had it sent to me, and I'm going to forward it to them in Istanbul, right? I'm going to take this stolen merchandise down to FedEx, get it packed up, pay to have it sent to wherever they are. They're in Istanbul or in South Africa, they're in Ghana or wherever they are. And, and this is all without AI. This is all without the video. This was just texting back and forth, and here's a picture. And these are just people, again, who are just so lonely. They welcome the opportunity to have someone in their life. And there's so many different types of phishing scams out there. we got your, we got your niece or something like that. We got your nephew. Like I said, hey, I'm in Brazil. I'm in Sao Paulo. I lost my wallet or someone stole my wallet. Can you send me $1,000 so I can get out of here? Can you send me $300 so I can get a hotel room and get another ticket, and then upgrade my ticket or whatever. That's a play. I watched a news story about a family who thought that the mom and daughter had got kidnapped, and there was like voices in the background. You can hear them screaming, and then they were like getting money and like, don't involve the police and send the money here and da-da-da. And it turns out that the kids and the mom or whatever, they were just skiing. They're on a ski trip. And they couldn't hear them. They couldn't get them on the phone because they were in the mountains. There was no service. So it's so many plays out there. So many. We got Scam Likely in the building. What's good, Dusto? So many plays out there. Let's continue.
Yeah, but is it possible for them to deep fake you on a live video call too?
Yes, it is. Yeah, absolutely. So we saw this happen just earlier this year. This happened at a British manufacturing company. Scammers were able to deep fake a live video call.
Wow.
They were posing as the CFO of this company, and they were able to trick one of the employees into wiring them $25 million.
Wow.
So a very, very costly mistake.
Whoa.
So if you are trying to determine if the person that you're doing a live video call with is real, there are a few things you can do. Be on the lookout for pauses as they're talking, because that could indicate that a machine is trying to program those answers. And then also, this is interesting. You can ask the person to wave their hand in front of their face like this. That is typically a lot harder for the AI machines to keep up with. So typically that hand is going to look pretty strange with like 5 or 6 fingers or something like that.
Right, or ask a question that only that person would know. Some kind of, right?
Like an inside joke.
Right.
Yes, very.
Wow, that's crazy. Google Meet is already applying filters to live videos. I mean, bro, it's driven. Like, people want these abilities, the filters. It's like the Jetsons. You can put on your fake face so you can talk to somebody when you don't feel like doing your makeup. The Jetsons, bro. This is cartoons going back to the 60s, 70s when the Jetsons first came out. I think definitely by the 80s. Hanna-Barbera, have to look that up. But the old cartoon was talking about what life was going to be like in the future, and that's one of the things. They would have a mask you put on. And, you would look like your normal made up self, but in fact, it was a mask. You just take it right off. They got that now. You just got to paint it on. It's called makeup. But wow. So they can, in fact, get you on a live call. Bro, $25 million caper by having, I guess you got the AI is talking, and I guess someone is sitting there typing in the responses, and you got this poor employee or former employee, definitely ex-employee, who released these funds. 25 million. Man, I hope they got a supervisor involved. Like, hey, I need a supervisor on this. You taking over this call because this is way above my pay grade. You guys see what's going on here. And again, you tie that into the vast majority of people in this country, man. They are lonely and they're looking to have a relationship with someone. And it could be something as simple as just text every day, a call here, a call there, whatever. That's enough. And they will go into full blown, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend mode. I love them. I'll do anything for them. Never met them. You're looking at pictures. You have no idea who that really is. You haven't broken bread. And then you get into this thing. And again, if you got someone who's patient enough, if you got a criminal who's patient enough, bro, they can set you up for a good, 8, 12 year run. And just be getting you, man, couple $100 here, $1,200 there. Oh, something big just came up. I need $3,000. My mom got sick. If they do it right, boy, they can just slowly bleed you. And they know everything about you to the point where they could probably get you to open up credit cards for them and send them and just now they're paying your credit card. Oh, could you, give me the credit card. I can get this TV, or I can get this down payment from my apartment, or can you, bro, you can open yourself up. This is definitely why you need game. You need that social game for real. Elroy from the Jetsons. Yes. We got Leighton Avoy in the building. What's good, sis? Always a pleasure to see you. So let's continue. But you guys see how important this is. We need to be thinking about this, and not just for you, but for your loved ones, man, for the people in your life, man. Talk to the young kids, talk to the old people, because those are the folks who aren't going to be up on game right away. let them know what's going on. Be involved in what they have going on so you can help them, educate them. I can remember my daughter was telling me about one of her friends online, because these kids today, all their friends are online. And she was telling me about one of her friends, and my friend lives in this city, and here's a picture of her. I'm like, that's not her. That's your friend. You talking to some old man. You talking to some old white man, right? And that became the inside joke. So now whenever I refer to her friend, I always say the old white man, or she'll say that to me. Yeah, the old white man is doing this, and the old white man, da, da, da. It's an inside joke, but my daughter listened to me and began to question her friend. And I think they did set up, they met in some chat room or something like that. And, my daughter was really doing her due diligence to make sure that was a real person. But I was like, hey, you never know until you meet them. So you always got to be careful. That still could be an old white man. And it is what it is. So we should be helping out the young kids, and we should be helping out those the older folks out there, right? Our elders, and help them understand what's going on. Let them know, hey, I will never call you and ask you to send me $2,000 because I'm stuck in some country somewhere. I'll never just hit you up on Instagram or whatever. You be careful. Do what you got to do to figure that out.
Very good advice. Yeah. Lots to think about.
Something to say the AI generated thing is not going to be able to answer
Yeah.
whether or not
Absolutely.
how you broke your foot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. After this, we're all going to determine our answers.
Right.
But from what
yes.
I've seen and heard, an AI generated version of me can also put a foot somewhere
Right.
out there to
That's
prove
true.
it
That's true.
with 6 toes.
I know.
It's crazy, because those kind of things are the few things that are tip-offs.
Absolutely.
And that's the problem. And that's another thing too. Like, well, just say something that no one knows about. Well, everyone is blasting their entire life on social media. Everyone is telling everything. They're not just giving their highlights, but if someone breaks their foot, they're gonna put it on there. I know that when I went to the emergency room for my back stuff recently, I was sitting outside the emergency room and I made a quick video that I never posted to Instagram, or I never posted it anywhere. I did send it to one of my homeboys though, because he's like, "What's up, Unc? Where you been?" And I sent him the video. It was just easier because I couldn't, I was in so much pain. It was just really hard to even talk, right? So because you moving around, and I just sent him the video. And he's like, "Oh shit!" So I did film it, and there's so many people, they go through stuff and they post it on their social media. And and I have a social media account. I have an Instagram account that's private, and I have one that's public. The one that I use, just scrolling down here at the bottom right now, that's public, right? And I'm like, I gotta stop putting, real stuff on there. I gotta stop. Like, so when people are like, they break their foot or they, break their arm, they're gonna post that. So whoever is trying to catfish you is gonna have that information and be prepared for that. Oh, remember when I broke my arm back in, August of, 2023, right? Remember, because you were saying in the comments, this, and this, all that, they can see all that, right? Oh yeah, it must be you. Okay, yeah. Like, nah, anybody was looking at that. Anybody and everybody was looking at that.
Yes. And so you're looking for those mistakes. And that's going to come in handy now when we play our game. It's called Guess the Deepfake. We're going to bring Tommy McFly in here to join us on
Yes, the
fun.
deep
All right.
fake.
Fashion talk to the hand is back. It's cool again.
I know, it's making a comeback.
Tommy's deep, but he's not a fake. Okay. Right?
All right, so we're going to take a look at these clips. We're going to play them twice for you guys, and then after you're going to see if you can guess the deep fake. So let's take a look.
Okay.
Wow, Amy Cho is the best reporter ever. She sure is my favorite.
I'm Kayla Ferris, and I'm a news intern for News 4.
I just love covering the DC pandas. They're the cutest. Wow, Amy Cho is the best reporter ever. She sure is my favorite.
I'm Kayla Ferris, and I'm a news intern for News 4.
I just love covering the DC pandas. They're the cutest.
All right, guys. Was it live or was it Memorex? Which of those were real? Which of those were fake? Do you guys have any ideas? Man, do me a favor. Just put it in the chat. 1, 2, and 3. Which one do you think was fake? Which one was real? Like if you thought number 1 was fake, just put 1 fake. If you think number 3 was fake, just like 3 fake. I'm just curious because I did this with my daughter. We were standing there watching it, and she was, she gave some pretty good answers. And one, she like, run that back one more time. I want to see it again. Run it again. She's kind of really studying it, but it was good to see that at least now she's thinking about it. And, her responses were were pretty cool. So let's continue. Let's watch and see. But like I say, man, which ones? The third, like Brother Penny's like the third video's fake. Yeah. So let's watch it and let's see what the answers actually were. This was a really good test, guys. A really good test. Let's check it out.
Well, thoughts?
Oh,
So
okay.
is there one deep fake?
I'm
Or
not
there-
going to tell you. That's
Okay.
part of it.
I-
There could be multiple. There
I
could be
think
none.
there's only one real video,
Ah.
personally.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
want- what do you think?
What are your thoughts?
My first guess was going to be Erica.
Is the deep fake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Erica, and I think yours is a deep fake too.
Okay. Tommy, what do
I
you
think
think?
you are the deep fake.
It's me.
Because there's no way the real Amy could talk about the pandas so calmly.
Without the
That
ears.
has to be a
Well,
robot.
Without the ears.
There's
yes,
some truth
yes.
to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were correct. Erica and myself were the deep fakes.
Hey.
But
So there you go. That was 1 and 3 with a deep face. The first one was a deep fake, and the third one was a deep fake. The sister in the middle was real. But my daughter got the number 3 right away, just like Brother Pitney. Like, right away, she was like, yeah, that third one is definitely a deep fake. And then I'm like, Amy, okay, what about number 1? Is number 1 real? She was like, I don't know. And she's like, run it back. I'm like, what about number 2? She's like, number 2 is real. And so my daughter was able to, she found the obvious deep fake. And then the first one, she was like, I think that might be, I'm not sure. But again, at least she was definitely doing it. Brother Penny's like, the first one had a delay in the audio, right? And then you can chalk that up because sometimes on this platform there'll be a delay in the audio, and sometimes it's the setting in the camera sometimes, or it's the connect between the camera and the soundboard at the computer. So yeah, it is what it is. Brother Michael Lee, it's like, not to change the subject, but what do you think about the clip that the world is taking? It is prophesied in the Bible, book of Revelation. I don't know, man. Depends on what you believe religiously. People have been talking about Revelations and the Antichrist and all that for a very long time. They were talking about what's going on in Palestine with the calf, the certain calf that they would slaughter or whatever. There's a lot going on with that. Bro, you're right. It's definitely it's off topic a little bit, but I don't believe we're in the end times, at least right now. I don't believe that. I think, we're definitely in some tough times. You look at what's going on, like look in South Korea today. Their president imposed martial law, and right away the people revolted. Like, what? No, we're not doing this. And it was like big protests and all that kind of stuff. And then the president double backed. He backed up. It was like, okay, we're not doing it now. I'm not going to have martial law for whatever reason. No one knows why he wanted to do it anyway. It was something about the North Koreans and something about some dangers or something he was saying. It just sounded all trumped up. No pun intended there. But so you had that just from out of nowhere. You look at what's going on in the Middle East. Look at what's going on in Syria right now. Aleppo has fallen to the rebels again, right? So Syria is dealing with their insurgency problem. What helped Assad out last time? Russia. Right, Russia still has some assets there, but Russia got their own problems, and there are reports that Russia air assets did go in, and put in a little bit of work, but Aleppo fell, right? So there's that going on. You look at what's going on with Russia, Ukraine, and all of Europe, and Putin making these not so veiled threats that he's going to use nukes. Like, bro, that's crazy. And then you got the rest of Europe that's like tired of dealing with Putin. And here's an opportunity to get him. Like, Putin's, adversaries are coming out of the woodwork. There's some countries right now, I think Belarus or some of those other former Soviet bloc nations where, Putin has, installed some puppet governments or whatever regimes. They're dealing with uprisings and people are protesting and coming out. So, if you're a strong man and you've shown weakness, then, people going to come out and test you. And that's what Putin is dealing with. So are we in the end times? I don't think so, because even with everything that we're dealing with, compare that to World War II or compare that to the Cuban Missile Crisis, and it's like nothing compared to that. So I don't think that's where we are right now. I really don't, brother. Good question, though, man. I appreciate that question. It's a great question. I've decided on Thursday, we're going to try a new segment. We're going to call it Trump Thursdays. We're going to look at what's going on politically. What's Trump doing about this and that? I'm pretty sure y'all guys saw that Truth Social comment he made to Hamas, basically a threat to Hamas. And Hamas took the threat as a threat to Israel. we're gonna talk about that on Thursday. We're gonna start doing Trump Thursdays, and we'll revisit that as what you just brought up as well. Brother Pablo was saying, yeah, number one was a fake. He'd say there are definitely a lot of delays in that. It's like, are we in World War III right now? No, I don't know. I mean, we just got a bunch of we got a few regional hotspots, and like I said, someone like Putin, you know, his people have been waiting for a weakness, and they see the weakness, and they're gonna come for him. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Same thing with Assad in the Middle East. He's dealing with that. Who knows how that's gonna play out? And you know, you look at what's going on with China and India. China and India have been basically a cold, you know, conflict between those two countries for a very, very long time in the Himalayas, to a point where they actually engage. They hurt each other. They delete each other. The two armies, and you know, the Chinese army and the Indian army, bro. Again, two nuclear capable countries. And then you look at what's going on with North Korea sending troops into Ukraine. That's like, you're hearing crazy stories coming out of Ukraine. So do I think we're in World War III? I don't think so. We're going to talk about all this on Thursday, guys. You know, Trump Thursdays moving forward, man. We're going to talk about political stuff and what that has to do with all of us. But yeah, man, and deep fakes are going to play a role in that, right? If you get a deep fake of some world leader that's hurt or says something or whatever, because there's deep fakes of Obama out there saying a bunch of stuff when he was president, you know, that can spark something. That could cause something. So, you know, I don't think we're in World War III now, but these deep fakes could lead us there. But you see how important it is to be aware of what's going on with technology and like the AI stuff. So there's one more video I want us to watch, you know, on this topic as well, still talking about deep fakes. And this is a NBC affiliate. New warnings about AI generated video deep fakes. This is a quick one. It's like 3 minutes. Let's check this out.
We've shown you how imposters can use artificial intelligence to clone voices on the phone.
It's literally a matter of dragging and dropping audio clips into this program.
That's it. As a way to scam loved ones or colleagues who think they're talking to you.
Hello? Crazy busy. I forgot my corporate card. Oh no.
But as technology advances, the scams do too. Experts now warning you can't always trust what you see. Take this case in Florida. The owner of a title company, Lauren Albrecht, was trying to verify the identity of a woman who was selling property.
Margaret?
And luckily caught on.
After the second pause, I realized like this is 100% a video playing on a loop. It is not real.
Her first clue?
Margaret, can you raise your right hand?
The fake person could not. That's a red flag, but not every scam gets caught.
We are seeing horrible extortions that are happening to individuals, to grandmas, to grandpas. We're seeing CEOs being attacked. We're seeing organizations being attacked.
Hani Farid is a professor at UC Berkeley and co-founder of Get Real Labs, which works to detect deep fakes.
So let me share my screen here.
We asked his team to show us just how convincing AI can make a video call using material of me they could find online.
About 7 seconds, okay?
Hey, sweetie, can you pick up milk, eggs, and cereal at the store on your way home tonight? Thanks. See you later tonight.
Oh my. These pre-produced videos troubling enough, but Farid says there's more.
Now what I can do is in real time on a video call like this one, I could be a deep fake.
Good morning, baby. The man you see here in the lower left demonstrating how to pull off the ruse through live video chat using AI to superimpose a face on top of his own in real time. A new report by the Alliance to Counter Crime Online warns of a tsunami of fraud using deepfake technology. In Hong Kong, an employee sent $25 million to a fraudster, thinking senior officers from the company had instructed her to make the transfer on a video conference.
We're trying to sound an alarm, and we're also trying to urge our lawmakers to do more to regulate these dangerous technologies.
Experts say every family should create a code word to verify their identities to each other.
This is the world we're entering in. It's now going to have to be physical interactions that are the only things we trust.
Because seeing is no longer believing.
Kate,
Yeah, I see it right there. You see how serious this is. You're talking about code words. That's the first thing that popped into my mind. My daughter and I were talking about it. Instead of a word, we just will we've agreed on a series of like questions that we would ask one another and we would know the answer to, that only the two of us know. So, it's not about, code words. Like I said, you can pick a word like, oh, it's pipsqueak, but those are easily compromised. So come up with something. But bro, you see how easy it is, and technology is getting way better. Like someone had a loop of this woman on a picture of this woman just sitting there, and the audio is messed up. Like, oh, my connection is bad. But like, oh, won't you raise your hand for me? Oh, you can't raise your hand, so that's definitely a fake. But now you have it to where I saw the dude in the corner, like they're having the AI is superimposing the other person on his face, right? And then whatever his face does, the AI picture does. So he's able to answer the questions in real time. And Brother Penny's right. They're going to come up with technology to fight this. But in the meantime, people are going to get wrecked. They're going to get wrecked. They're going to get wrecked. And imagine military application. You're thinking, well, we're going to go with this, video call. I got a video call from the commander that said, we're to execute plan, order 66 or whatever. And it's like, bro, he never gave that order. You got, a deep fake of someone like Elon Musk or Donald Trump that says something that can move the market, billions of dollars one way or the other, hundreds of billions of dollars one way or the other. And they're like, wait, we didn't say that. So we're in that crazy time where we're going to have to figure out, how we're going to adjust to this and how we're going to protect ourselves against this technology. And bro, I'm telling you, the only way to do it is clear conversation. Have your plan with your people, talk to your folks, let people know what time it is, educate them as best you can. Right. You got to do that. 1, 2, you got to meet folks in real life. Like, so if you're a dude out here, man, like you're a dude out here and, you just have to be smart. If you get hit up by this beautiful woman, just randomly out of nowhere, she slides into your DMs, right? That is the biggest red flag that you can even consider. Why would this person do that? Like, you got Beyonce or, you name the celebrity, slide into your DMs talking about, hey, and then they call you, do a video. They're going to want to do the video call. Why? Because they got the AI. They got the latest version and it looks real. So now you get to see these video messages or whatever. You're like, damn, I'm really, bro, you fall for this because you want it to be true? Nah. And people are like, well, what if it really is true? What if it's the 1 in a million? Like, well, it's up to you if you want to go down that path, bro. But trust me, they're going to start asking you for money. They're going to ask you for something. They're going to ask you to do stuff. Like you get some beautiful woman just from out of nowhere hit you up and she's asking you, hey, do you mind if I have some packages sent to your house? Can you sign for these packages for me? Now you got the packages. Oh, I was going to come get them from you myself, but, my plans changed. Corporate's going to send me over to Tokyo. Can you do me a favor? Can you forward those packages to Rome for me? Because when I'm done in Tokyo, I'm going to Rome. And as soon as I can, baby, I'm going to come see you. I promise. I'm going to bring you to me. I promise. Oh, yeah, I could do that for you. Like, bro, and before too long, it's over. They got you. You done fell for it, bro. You in the trap. You're in the trap, and you're just looking forward to your calls and you're looking forward to your text messages. And, it makes you feel good, which it does. Like it really does. But there's so many people out there who fall for this. And, you gotta resist it. You got to resist it. So I know that my video is glitching right now, guys. I'm looking at the strength is down to 1. I don't know. I guess it's the time of day. It's the time of day. So just bear with the poor quality. This is me. This is not deep fake DL Saint. This is the real Uncle Saint. But guys, make sure that you understand that there is no substitute for meeting someone in real life. So if you're dealing with someone who does slide into your DMs, you got this beautiful woman who's hollering at you. You go through her Instagram and, she's doing all this stuff, right? She has all these posts. She's like an influencer or whatever. Or she's just like a regular woman who's like very attractive and she's a nurse and she, all these different pictures of her doing stuff. Bro, do not think that is her unless you meet her in real life. And it should be right away. This is all part of the game. Remember, if you meeting someone on a dating app or someone slides into your DM, it's the same thing. Right now, you gotta, trust but verify. All right, that's what's up. This is a great conversation. You should not be talking with this person, interacting with this person for 7 weeks, like that one guy did in the first video. 7 weeks, you're already in. He's already fell for it. I wouldn't be surprised if that guy was ready to send money or already sent some money, a Cash App or something like that, possibly. Who knows? But when they hit him for the big amount, he was like, nah, let me hit up my folks. I know somebody who know her. So trust but verify. If someone slides into your DMs, y'all going back and forth, again, it shouldn't take you 7 weeks to sit down in person with that individual. It shouldn't take you 7 weeks at all. It should only take about 7 days, especially if they're in your town. If they're not in your town, it's like, well, I'm in California, you're in Florida. It's like, well, look, it's all good. Hit them up. Like, yo, I'm gonna be in where in California are you? Are you in LA? Where in LA? Right? Oh, you're in Hollywood, you're in West Hollywood. Cool. I'm gonna be out there next week. Right? Or hit them up and be like, well, I'm in the Valley right now. Hit them up like that. I'm in the Valley right now. Where you at? Let's meet up. Meet me at such and such. Now I can't even name the places to meet me at because all the places I used to go to are closed down. Like I'm gonna do a show about it. LA seems to be just disappearing, bro. Like all the spots I used to kick it at, gone. But that's another conversation for another day. But run that play and see how they hit you up. Like, oh, you're in LA. Oh, you're in the Valley. Where? Cool. I'll come meet you. I'll come meet you at CPK in Studio City. Let's meet tomorrow. I'll meet you. I can meet you later on at Jamba Juice in in North Hollywood. Right? Something like that. They should be like real eager. And if they're not, that lets you know they come in with excuses right off rip, which is what happened with Manti Te'o. I want to meet you. I need to see you in person. They'll make the plans. And then, something came up. My ferret died. My mom is sick. I can't make it. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. They come up with excuses. And then dude did the whole picture thing. Hey, have her take a picture and do this. Nah, video call right now. Don't give them time to get the AI ready. Video call right now. Why can't you turn on your camera right now? Right? That's the kind of way, that's the kind of approach. And you have to be aggressive like that. I think that's the word I was using. You have to be aggressive like that. Why can't you turn, you're the one slid into my DMs. Why are you making it difficult for me to see you? You know what I'm saying? So don't fall for it. If they ask for money, no, tell them, if you want to play the game, like, oh, how much you need? 3,000, no problem. I got it right here. Why don't you just come get it from me? Come meet me over here and come get it. You want this $3,000? Come get it. Right? Meet me over here and you can have this $3,000. But you're right though. If they ask for money, you already know what time it is, bro. If you ask for money, like, yeah, you ain't got to tell them nothing, man. That's it. Block them. And, they hit you up and say, yeah, okay, I'm ready to do a video call with you on Instagram. Hit them up on the video call on Instagram. You talking to them, and then hang up and call them back on WhatsApp or call them back on regular FaceTime. Kind of throw them off. What do you mean? Why can't you answer? That's me on WhatsApp. Why can't you answer your video call right now? That's me. That's me on FaceTime. Why come you can't do it right now? That's me. Oh, what? I was just talking to you a second ago. Now you're saying you can't talk because they need to transfer over the program and do all this other kind of stuff, like set it up. Come on, man. You already know. So if you meet someone and they slid into your DMs and man, this is too good to be true, then it probably isn't true, right? That's the case. Too good to be true, then, bro, that ain't a real person. They're trying to get you. But if you're that 1 in a billion and some beautiful woman just happened to come across your Instagram, slid into your DMs and hit you up, right? And she's like, yo, I'm in your city. I just saw that we have a lot in common. What's up? Like, hey, well, let's meet up at, you name the place. Let's go to, Cheesecake Factory. Meet me here. Meet me in the park. Meet me at Starbucks. I'll buy you a coffee. How about that? And if she says anything other than, okay, what time and which Starbucks, then it ain't real. Women just don't have to do that, bro. Especially beautiful women. Beautiful women have no incentive to reach out to you and start a relationship with you, period. She just doesn't. That is a catfish almost 100% of the time. I mean, it is, she's going to run you just like the, what was the name of the guy? The Tinder swindler. It's going to be just like that. It's going to be on some Tinder swindler type stuff. Right. So just understand that, bro. And if you meet her in real life, you ain't out the woods yet. You still got to make sure she ain't trying to run your pockets. You still got to make sure she's not gonna, she's not a scam artist, even though, you see her in front of you. You got to make sure she's not trying to, steal a deed from your home from right up under you. You still got to make sure that she's a good person. So just because all right, it's not a scam over there. It's not a catfish. It's not a deep fake. Here's the real person. I gave her a hug, man. She gave me a kiss on the cheek. We had coffee. Here she is. We got a video. Hey, what's up? That still doesn't mean she's not a bad actor. She's not a bad person. You're still going to have to stick to your guns. You're going to have to stick to your game. You're going to have to stick to your, your way, your frame to ensure that she don't run your pockets. Right. So it's crazy out here, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, I saw that today. I was going to talk about modern women and the hookup culture. There's a young YouTuber out there, Lynn Everly. I got a video from her. I've been watching her stuff, man. So tomorrow we'll talk about that. Thursday it'll be Trump Thursday. We're gonna on Thursday. That's when we're gonna talk about our politics and talk about stuff because he's president. He's president elect. He's about to be president again. It's a good segue into what's going on, and it's always going to be something. We could talk about. We'll probably talk about tariffs, and we'll talk about this message he sent out there on Truth. He's talking about letting the hostages go, and we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about the possibility of World War III popping off here pretty soon. We'll talk about that. Is what Brother Michael Lee was saying is about the religious stuff, man. I don't know, bro. Brother Michael Lee, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not sure. I know the way I was raised, and I know everything about the biblical stories, but this whole Anunnaki thing, bro. I'm looking at that too. It's like, which one sounds more far-fetched? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll get into that as well. We're gonna talk about the Anunnaki. We're gonna talk about that stuff, man. I find it real fascinating. So yeah, bro, I appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This was fun. Be careful with these defects, guys. Right? Go talk to your mom and them, talk to your aunties and uncles, talk to these old people, man, the elders in your family and those elders you're close to. Let them know what's going on. Because there's so many of them get caught up in these phishing schemes. They got them going to CVS and Walmart, getting a bunch of prepaid cards and stuff like that and sending them to people off in India, Pakistan, and South Africa, regular Africa, like Nigeria, Ghana. It's because they answered the phone and somebody was saying, hey, you owe you owe these fines for something. And if you don't pay these fines now, we're going to arrest you. Like, no, well, okay, well, if you send us money right now, we'll make these fines go away. Unpaid traffic tickets or unpaid jaywalking ticket, or you got a outstanding fine for some court thing or whatever. Oh, people don't know. They answered the phone and someone's, telling them the stuff. I've had people hit me up with that. The post office sending out the text saying, hey, your package is here. Just hit this link and update your information. Tell your family members, man, like, don't do that. That's them. They're going to steal your information. Right? Put that information out there. There's so many plays out there, man. So just be careful. Tell everybody else to be careful. So appreciate y'all, man. I got to go. This was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow we're going to talk about why women hate casual sex but keep doing it, and we're going to tie that into our good old-fashioned red pill stuff. So tomorrow's definitely going to be a red pill day. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was cool. I gotta go, man. It's time to go cook dinner. I'm DL Saint. This is I Really Want to Know podcast. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.